Hi guys, it's Owen of Van Trekking Lifestyle, and last week we released a video midweek about how we're trying to solve watching TV in our Revel van. And in doing so, we told you about a company that sent us a projector. When we tried it out inside, there were a few issues with it. The main one being that watching Hulu and Netflix and anything that's protected just was not supported as far as I could see on that projector. Well, they got back to me the next day after we released the video and confirmed that. What they did suggest is that we get a Roku stick or some kind of TV streaming stick like Apple TV or something and add to that. So that got us to thinking, that's quite a bit of money. By the time you pay for this, which is going to be almost $200, and then you buy even the cheapest Roku is going to be another 30 or 40, and then you put a screen in here, you're looking at another 25 to 30 to $50. You know, pretty soon you're talking about real money in a hurry. And you know, well, they sent it to us for free, but can we recommend it to you? Before we could do that, we needed to put it in the van and see how it was going to work. So to accomplish that, we drove off to our friendly Walmart and we bought just a window shade that we could pull down, you know, and it was a blackout screen. It looked like it would work perfectly, and we were going to cut that and make that work. The first thing we tried was putting it over the bench seat, but it sticks out too far out into the aisle. Even if you could find a way to mount it and move it every time you wanted to use it, blocking the aisle so you couldn't get to the bathroom or get back to the refrigerator in the back or go to bed if one of us wanted to stay up, that's just not an option. So option two was to mount it this way over this door. So that's what we did next. And that actually will work. It will block the exit, but it does work, and we could Velcro it in place. But the projector itself is such a big unit. It's not one of these little bitty guys. It's a huge little box. So if it's going to take up that much space, then the result it gives has to be awesome. So we held up the screen and we put the projector in place, and you know what? The quality just wasn't anywhere near what we would want it to be. But we quickly figured out that, you know, this is just not an option for us to watch TV or anything else inside of our van. It's just too much hassle. And so something that's going to cause a lot of hassle for us, we're going to choose to not use it. And I think that's what we've decided right now. We're going to package this up and we're going to use it inside the house for movie nights and other things if those occasions occur. One thing that you may want to know is if you think this will work for you, leave us a comment down below and let us know that you would like one of these. The company has agreed to give one to our viewers. So next week at this time, we're going to hold a raffle for everyone that tells us in the comments below that you want one. We're going to have a raffle and we're going to give away one of those, and they will ship you one as soon as it's released. But for us, we're going to use it inside. In our van, right now, I'm going to head back over to Walmart and I'm going to get a 24-inch TV that is a Roku TV that I can put on the bench seat, and that'll be how we'll solve that for us right now. First things first, I got to return the screen we bought because we don't want that thing hanging around. We don't need it. Well, that was painless. Let's go back to the electronics section and see what kind of TVs they have that'll work in the van. Looks like that's the one we want. There is a 32-inch version. There's a 32-inch version of the TCL. There's a 24-inch version of the Vizio. It's a lot to have to figure out here. Let's see. There you go. Okay, is this the perfect answer? I'm not sure, but for $118, I mean, and it's one finger light, so, you know, if it doesn't last very long, if it doesn't hold up while we're rolling down the road, all those things, $118, these things are almost disposable now. What it does have, all the things that the projector doesn't have, all the abilities to stream all the shows with just a remote, or connect up our iPad or our iPhone directly to streaming with our Apple AirPlay. So all those things are pretty cool. Not sure how the speakers are going to sound in here though. That might be the one thing of those 7 things we listed before that may get us, but we're about to find out. Okay, I have it set up in the van, connected to the network, updating the software. Remember last week I had to go looking for batteries? Guess what? An ONN TV from Walmart comes with batteries. It just worked right in the remote, and about a minute after putting it in the van here, without mounting it, we're now connected, and I'm ready to provide my Netflix password and see how this is really going to work. That's the way it's supposed to be, isn't it? Everything just updating because it knows who I am. I gave it my email and boom, everything's going. One of the things I was most worried about is, will it be loud enough? I think it will be. We'll see. We have options if it's not. And we'll be able to watch our nighttime story every night, which is what we really want. Pretty cool. So is this the best solution for this van? I don't know. Maybe for the amount of money we've spent, it might be. $118 is just not that much for a TV. And the applications that are built into it, the fact that we don't have to buy a streaming stick or anything else, I'm telling you, it's set up and ready to use right now. The next thing we need to figure out is how we're going to mount this and how we would use it in the van. But I can assure you, our next trip, this is going with us. So remember before I mentioned that we're going to be giving away one of the projectors, and it's a really good unit. The quality is awesome, but it just doesn't work in a small van. That doesn't mean it won't work for you though, and we'd like to give one of them to you. So leave a comment down below and let us know how you're going to use it if you're the one that wins it. That can be anywhere from putting it in your van or your motor home or outdoor theater that you're going to create when you're camping. Or you can even say, I'm going to give it to my brother-in-law for Christmas. Whatever you want. Tell us how you're going to use it. We'll put your name on a list. And then next week, about this same time, we'll draw a winner. And we'll provide that name to the company. And they'll send you one for free. I also want to say thank you to so many of you that reached out to us in comments and messages and told us things that you thought would help us with that projector we were trying to work on last week. So many of you, like I've said, are smarter than I am, and there are a lot of things that you suggested. We tried a lot of them. Your suggestions were sound, but they just wouldn't work with that projector. Have we landed on the best solution? I guess if you want to dig a hole in the ground, you probably need to buy a shovel. What I've learned from this, if you want to watch TV, you probably want to buy a TV. Who knew?